Hey Brown Girls, this is Juliette, CEO of Columbia Fashion Week. We are a premier fashion event platform that brings different events and opportunities and resources for creatives to express their crafts. Check us out at ColumbiaFashionWeek.com or visit us on Instagram at Cola Fashion Week to see all of the amazing events and things we have going on.
Get ready to dance to the beat of Black Girl Boss Magic as we kick off season 2 of the BrwnGrlz Collective. We're here to salute and amplify the stories of Black women who are crushing it in the business world. From fashion to tech, healthcare to education, these trailblazing women have faced obstacles head on and emerged victorious. We are diving deep into their journeys, sharing their secrets, and throwing some much-deserved praise their way. So come join the party at the BrwnGrlz Collective, and let's get this celebration of Black female empowerment started.
What's up, Brown Girls? It's your girl Jasmine. I am back again with another interview. We always have somebody amazing here, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce yourself, Juliette.
Hi everyone, my name is Juliette Muller. I'm the owner and executive director of Columbia Fashion Week. And a little bit about Columbia Fashion Week. I've been the owner now for about 3 years. And I took a passion to this platform because I appreciate and have a love for fashion. And I volunteered for Columbia Fashion Week back in 2015. Came on the scene as a wardrobe stylist, and never did I imagine that a few years later I would have the opportunity to operate the platform as the owner. And it's been an amazing journey since then. I've been able to connect with a great community, and I am passionate about making sure that fashion is continuing to be pushed forward in the community throughout the year and create opportunities and resources for creatives in this industry here in Columbia. I just had local clients. I moved to Columbia just out of college, passionate about fashion and styling. And so I had a local client base, just different clients, and just had the opportunity to use that to come onto the fashion platform. And from there, it was just more so working with the models, working with different designers that was showcasing on the platform. And I've just been able to work my way up to having this opportunity to be here today. So Columbia Fashion Week started in 2011, where it was just 1 week out of the year. It was always the last full week in June.
Okay.
That wasn't enough for me.
Okay.
I felt that fashion shouldn't be a footnote here in Columbia. It should be highlighted year round. So after my first year in 2021, our show ended in June of 2021. I made a promise that we would continue to have events throughout the year to make sure fashion is continually highlighted here in Columbia. And so with that, we have monthly fashion nights out where the community comes together, and it's just a night of fashion where the community comes, they network, they are the fashion. There are no fashion shows. We just want to be able to bridge the gap between the community, fashion, and local businesses here. So we have those events. We do different pop-up runway shows. We have our Met Gala. That's our end of the year big formal gala where we have runway shows. It's philanthropic because we raise funds to support creatives on the platform and in the community. And it's also an awards night. So we also recognize all of the talented creatives that we've worked with throughout the year on our platform. the first priority I have is how am I impacting those that I'm serving?
Right.
How can I provide more opportunities and resources to creatives in our community? How can I better utilize Columbia Fashion Week as a voice for those creators and create a space where we are giving our creative voices? Oh, that is a tough question. Um, self Self discovery is not a permanent destination for me.
Okay.
Self discovery is ever changing. Who I was as a teenager, to who I was in college, to who I am today as an adult, it looks different.
Mhm.
However, it's been a straight path to where I'm at today without me even recognizing it. Uh, I would say that at the foundation, at my very foundation, there are core things that have remained the same. My work ethic. I've always been someone who needed to work, who needed to work multiple jobs, who needed to stay engaged with community or with getting involved with causes. And so that work ethic has allowed me to be where I'm at today. I find myself, it was never needing to work. It was the desire to work because I knew that was going to allow me to create the life I wanted and create this vision that I wanted without the world telling me you have to fit in this box, you have to do it this way.
Right.
So I knew that if I worked 5 jobs, which by the way I did in college, it's like I'm a full-time student in college as a finance major. I'm teaching dance. I'm dance minor. I'm working 2 jobs, but doing that, having that type of work ethic allowed me to figure out what I wanted to do.
Right.
And one thing about self-discovery is that you have to be fully aware of what moves you.
Right.
If what moves you physically, what moves you mentally, what moves you emotionally. So it can kind of further help you steer you in the right direction of like, where do you want to go? And I knew that I wanted to always make an impact in the community. As a kid or in college, I wasn't quite sure what that looked like, but I was always involved. Fast forward that to being an adult, I grew a passion for still connecting with the community. And just so happened, I had a love for fashion, and miraculously, I heard about Columbia Fashion Week when I moved to Columbia, and I felt that was the direction I needed to go. So once you become fully aware in your self-discovery, knowing what you want, knowing what you like, that helps drive you to where you're going.
Right.
Also, your comfort zone. Like, learn what your comfort zone is and throw it out the window. Self-discovery is about stepping outside of those comfort zones. And being the owner of Columbia Fashion Week, I realized that I can't run a successful business being comfortable. I've learned that I've had to be bold, take risks, do things that I clearly, don't care to do. Because you have to step out those comfort zones. And so that's probably one of my biggest takeaways that I've learned recently in my journey of self-discovery is stepping outside of those comfort zones. And then being intentional. You can't run a business, you can't make an impact if you're not being intentional about what you're trying to do.
Right.
Set those goals and be intentional about achieving them. So my journey so far has reminded me that I need to step outside those comfort zones, be bold, be intentional if I'm going to work in this space.
Right. You said you went to school for finance? Why did you go to school for finance? If you don't mind, just because I feel like it's a completely different direction, no?
It is. I went to school for finance because I love I love the analytic side of the world. I'm very analytical.
Okay.
And I mean, my minor was dance. And
Okay.
so I am an analytical person, but I'm also a creative person.
Right.
I got to have both, can't have one without the other.
Okay.
It's an outlet, being able, because I'm a financial analyst as well. Like that's my other full-time job. But when I go into the office and I'm crunching numbers all day, Excel spreadsheets all day, I get to come to a creative space where I'm able to express myself, help others express themselves. But believe it or not, finance, being in finance and having an analytical side helps me make the hard decisions on a business end.
Right.
Because I have that mindset where I can think outside of being a creative. And I know how to make those hard decisions. I know how to analyze where business should be going. Columbia Fashion Week, we're so busy, super busy. And when you're working with a lot of creatives, sometimes think about coloring outside the lines. You have your coloring book and you're coloring. Creatives are coloring outside the lines.
Right.
It's but so much that for me, I can take of that.
Right.
I have to kind of bring it all back in. I need structure.
Right.
So when I am, going to work, it gives me that structure. So when I am crunching numbers, math is black and white. So when I get there,
you always got to get the same answer.
Exactly. So, pivotal moment. One pivotal moment that stands out is probably one of my first is doubt. The worst thing someone can tell me is what I can't do. That's the worst thing they could do. Or say, you sure? And kind of let that doubt creep in.
Gotta prove them wrong.
Yes, and that was a pivotal moment. It happened my first year before I even produced the first show. And so it came on in 2020. Had a full year planning. First week I truly produced was 2021. And I just remember, starting from scratch, building a team, and saying all of these ideas that I had that I wanted Columbia Fashion Week to be and where I saw us going in the future. And you wouldn't believe how many people was like, really? Like, in Columbia? Right. And so that was like a motivating, that was a motivating factor. But it was also a pivotal moment for me because I'm just like, I know how passionate I felt about what I wanted and what I wanted to see. So for someone to doubt my passion, it was like, okay, so let's go ahead and let's execute. Let's put things in motion. And so it shaped me to be able to block out the noise. Right. My team, they always say how I'm a very black and white person. I say what I mean what I say. I love to create a space where we are free to create, but it's never going to be where anything interferes with the proper execution of anything that we do.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure speaking with you, Juliette. I look forward to, seeing all the things that you have going on, in the fashion world. Columbia Fashion Week. I'll make sure y'all check it out.
Yes.
Whenever you get a chance, I know I am.
Stay tuned, Brown Girls. We have so many more interviews coming your way. Y'all make sure, if you are not already, that you are following us on all social media platforms. That is BrwnGrlz ENT or BrwnGrlz Collective. That's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
So you can follow Columbia Fashion Week at Cola Fashion Week on Instagram or Columbia Fashion Week on Facebook. And my personal page is official Juliette Muller.
So it's been great. We'll see you next time, Brown Girls.
Next time on the Brown Girls Collective, remember to like and subscribe.